And he's going to pay him. That's why he told the fans, don't worry about it. This is not going to happen. But Micah Parsons, he'll get over them. Just Jerry will pay him, and it will be a great deal for Micah Parsons and a bad deal for the Cowboys. But last year we have to realize, man, you got an old guy coming off of Achilles. It takes a long time for that injury for young people, let alone an old quarterback. And I do believe the mixture between him and Mike Tomlin will be special. So much money is wagered on the NFL. Knuckleheads like you, millions.
I am a knucklehead, I will admit that.
Always think that it's shady.
I didn't say
it's
it was
dirty
shady.
pool. Let me speak. You asked the question.
Okay.
In the celebration, we did hear LeBron did FaceTime Luka to congratulate him, but the whole team was there. And then after the signing, they went to Vegas to see a show. Everyone except LeBron and Bron. So it's Luka's team. So they went to the Sphere to see a show and everything. I don't care what the Sphere can create. It can't no championship for the Lakers with that team.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Fully Loaded Up, episode 61. I am Shawn, Meaike. That is obviously Cris Carter. How you doing, brother?
Very good, very good.
Ready to go?
Yes.
Always. All right, let's start with my favorite team in the NFL, the Cowboys.
Oh. I was like,
the Cowboys.
You're starting with the Dolphins?
Nope. The Dolphins, I know they're no good. They know they're no good. The fans know they're no good. The Cowboys
But that's the team you watch more than
That's the team. Well, they're 45 minutes away from me.
Yes.
But I will tell you, as a Dolphins fan, what I know is they ain't going to win. As a Cowboys fan, what you don't know yet is your team won't win. At the end of the season, you'll be like, man, I can't believe we didn't win. We didn't win for how many seasons in a row?
Yes.
Now, this one will help you not win. Micah Parsons. So Parsons wrote in a statement on X that he no longer wants to be with the Cowboys, explaining team officials have largely remained silent when his agent has tried to engage them in talks about a long-term extension. Noted the Cowboys have no intention of trading Parsons, but teams are planning to call anyway. Yes, I wanted to be here. I did everything I could to show that I wanted to be a Cowboy and wear the star on my helmet. I wanted to play in front of the best fans in sports. You are the best fans because even when they suck, you don't let up, and make this America's team once again, which they're a long way from that. The team my pops and I grew up cheering for in Harrisburg, PA. Unfortunately, I no longer want to be here. I no longer want to be held to closed-door negotiations without my agent present. I no longer want shots taken at me for getting injured while laying it on the line for the organization, our fans, and my teammates. I no longer want narratives created and spread to the media about me. What do you think about Micah? First of all, will Micah Parsons be in Dallas this year?
Yes.
He will. Okay.
Absolutely.
What do you think about the whole situation?
Well, Jerry's not going to trade him, but this identical situation CeeDee Lamb went through, Dak Prescott went through, and ultimately he ends up paying a higher price by letting the contracts get to where they are with the star players. So he ends up paying a premium for them. So there have been a number of players, probably the most recent and the most notable is Myles Garrett. What did he say after the season? I want to trade. Guess what the owner said? I'm not even going to meet with you. Why? Because I'm not worried about that because it's not going to happen. Why? Because I'm going to make you the highest paid non-quarterback in the history of football. Like I'm going to blow that previous number out of the water that you'll get over your feelings. And guess what makes you get over your feelings? Money. Long-term commitment.
True statement.
So that's what's going to happen. He's going to sign him before the season and all this. But if you look at some of the things that Jerry's done, even his discussion of the contract, he goes back and gets Dez Bryant involved, which in turn, Jay-Z and Rock Nation, they're involved. So now he's getting all these clicks and everything from other, popular or populated, like the pop culture. And Jay-Z and them, Rock Nation, they're responding. I mean, it's a win for him, and he's going to pay him. That's why he told the fans, "Don't worry about it. This is not going to happen." But Micah Parsons, he'll get over them because Jerry will pay him, and it will be a great deal for Micah Parsons and a bad deal for the Cowboys because they could have signed him earlier.
So why don't they do that? So as a businessman, why not sign him earlier? Why pay a premium or above premium and play this game?
There's a lot of things that Jerry does I don't understand.
Okay.
But I do know that long time ago, Jerry's goal was to win without Jimmy Johnson.
Yep.
Like, we can win without Jimmy Johnson. And he has not won.
Which is sad.
Well, it's not sad. It's
We
just
could
how
have won a
somebody's
lot
gonna do
more
it.
with Jimmy Johnson.
It's not sad. Because guess what? He's making a lot of money.
It's sad
right?
for Cowboys
and
fans.
he's doing it his way. All right, and that's always going to be the component there. And yes, his son Steven's being groomed, and he's going to end up probably doing it the same way also. It's not the best way to do business because you can't accumulate enough players if your top 3, 4 players, you're overpaying for them.
But also, had he not been such a megalomaniac egotistically and kept Jimmy, that he would have made as much money or less money, but they would have won more games.
Yeah, his money would still be about the same.
But how about the fans? How about the fans that you supposedly cares about? How about a winning product on the field?
You can't care. It's about business.
I got that.
And the fans are the consumer.
I got that.
So he is going to have a circus-type atmosphere. And there's a difference between a circus-type atmosphere, which you can make a lot of money, and a championship atmosphere. Like, they don't have that in Dallas, and they're not going to be able to get that as long as he is alive.
I don't get it, dude. It is like a cultish environment because they stalk you and you still don't win. But good for the fans. God bless y'all. You guys stick-to-itiveness. All right, 2026 Hall of Fame preview. So we just had 2025 class, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Were you up there?
Yes.
Okay, how was that?
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Tell us
Great
about
class. Well, some great storylines. Jared Allen, thinking of talking about Micah Parsons, Jared Allen was traded from Kansas City. Minnesota gave up a busload of picks and made him the highest paid, non-quarterback defensive player in the history of the game. And he goes on to have a Hall of Fame career. Great stat sheet. Also his interceptions, caught a couple touchdowns as a tight end, fumbles, at one point the most ever by defense. So great career, great story. He gets in. Sterling Sharp, career shortened, which I knew there in Green Bay, him and Jerry Rice being the best 2 receivers in the NFC. I didn't think I was ever going to go to the Pro Bowl. He gets injured, neck injury.
Yeah.
Shortened his career, 7-year career, 5 Pro Bowls in 7 years. Freaky athlete there for the Packers. So great to hear his story. Finally there in Canton. You got Eric Allen, one of my former teammates there with Philadelphia. He was drafted the year after me. Tremendous talent, great human being. True bump and run, can play man-to-man against anyone, smart, can play off, can play zone. Really an addition, to the great secondary that we already have at the Hall of Fame. And if one story can top all those stories, you got Antonio Gates, who now, of the 382 people, there's 30,000 people that ever played in the NFL, 350 million people that have played football worldwide, Little League, Pop Warner, all that. Now 382. He's the only one that didn't play football in college.
Crazy. It's crazy. That's insane.
Didn't play, instant star in the NFL, unique ability, which we have seen these guys that play small forward, power forward, in Division I basketball be able to transition over to the NFL. And he is the ultimate with no college experience from Kent State. Legend there in Detroit. Great time. He threw a great party. It was a great weekend.
Well, good, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So here's the 2026 preview of that. First-time eligible guys by position. I'll give you a few. And give me your thoughts on them. Quarterbacks, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Alex Smith.
Okay. Alex Smith is not a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Phillip Rivers will be a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
And Drew Brees is first ballot.
First ballot.
Yes.
No doubt. Okay. How about running backs? Frank Gore, LaShawn McCoy, Todd Gurley. Those 3.
Okay. Todd Gurley is not a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Man, Frank Gore. Okay, let's do them separate. Man, Frank Gore's numbers, I think eventually he's going to get in because his numbers, it's very difficult in sports, but he's in a unique position that his numbers, as he retires, will not get smaller. They'll only get larger.
Why is that?
And the reason why is because lack of having dominant running backs.
Yeah.
Like, there's only going to be a handful of dominant running backs. And if you look at his stats, years played, like, you're going to have to consider, Frank Gore, the totality of his career. Mm-hmm. Never a dominant player, but consistently a good player. Mm-hmm. And that's what right now you'd probably say that he's a fringe Hall of Famer. And depending on who represents him and how his case plays out as time, the numbers are going to get more impressive. Mm-hmm. Shady McCoy, interesting. Because what I have to do is try to find someone in the Hall that has a very, very similar career. Mm-hmm. He had a very, very good career. It is Hall of Fame noteworthy.
Okay.
And I think it's going to take some time, for people to understand his uniqueness. Running the ball, catching the ball, explosive plays, great football player. Like, great, great football player. So for me, is he a Hall of Famer? Man, that's a tough one. That's like some guys we have now on the list. And, that's going to be a tough discussion.
Got it.
Yes.
Frank Gore's the best shot out of three of them.
Yes, because of his numbers.
Because
yes.
of numbers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wide receivers. Larry Fitzgerald, Des Bryant, Julian Edelman.
Well, Des Bryant's not a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Julian Edelman's not a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Larry Fitzgerald is first ballot.
First ballot. Okay.
Yeah. He will join the very, very limited class of first ballot Hall of Famers that consist of, in the modern passing era, that consist of these four people. Jerry Rice. Well, Steve Largent, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
That's it.
And Larry Fitzgerald, 5 of them.
Okay. The career is that good.
Yeah, well, he made the all-century team.
Yeah.
So when you make the all-century team, which I think Drew Brees did also.
It's a wrap.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's a problem, ain't no doubt about it. Tight ends. Jason Witten, Greg Olson.
I don't think Olsen is a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Jason Witten, I have to look at his numbers, because to me, Jason Witten is a lot like Frank Gore. He played a long time. He compiled a lot of numbers. Was he ever dominant enough to? Because if you look at the Hall of Fame tight ends, man, like,
big numbers.
Yeah,
no, I do.
Like,
yeah.
And, Antonio Gates just went in. You got to do special stuff to stop Antonio Gates. Mm-hmm. Do you really have to do anything special to stop Jason Witten?
Got it. So you won't be shocked if either one of them is not in. Greg Olson's definitely not a Hall of Famer.
Oh, no.
And Witten may never end up in Hall.
Yeah, I think he has a marginal Hall of Fame campaign.
How about these three offensive linemen? You got Maurkice Pouncey. You got David DeCastro.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Pouncey?
Oh, yeah. So 2 Miami Dolphins, the Pouncey twins, Florida Gators, and DeCastro, big offense. I'm pretty certain that he played also in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah.
The offensive line is really the hardest part to really judge.
Okay.
And the Pouncey that played for Pittsburgh, I think, had a better career than the Pouncey played for Miami. That's the way you have to describe him.
Got it. So Mike played for Miami.
Yeah, and I think DeCastro overall was a better player than both of them. So I think DeCastro had a better campaign. And then Marquise, and that one in Miami. I know them both. They're crazy guys. Good dudes. Really good football players. I don't know. I have to do some research and talk to some other offensive linemen so that they can give me, what were the things they really excelled at that would make them Hall of Famers, stand out.
Ain't easy.
No.
Ain't easy at that spot. I saw that thing. I don't know if you sent it, but the guy said, they asked him about his trying to get into the league. He said, as an offensive tackle, if I give up one sack a game, he said, I'll be working at like Lowe's.
Yeah, that's the big boy from LSU.
There you go. And then I'm going to get one sack per game.
Yeah.
On the other side of football.
That's an impressive video.
Round. It is great.
Oh, man. Great music. He's got the war paint on
really
the face.
Good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
true, though, bro.
Yeah, I'm pulling for him.
True statement, man. All right, defensive line. You got Geno Atkins, who was with the Bengals, and Jarrell Casey, who was with the Titans and the Broncos.
No.
Neither, okay. Linebacker. You got Thomas Davis, Panthers, Chargers, Commanders. Shawn Lee, Cowboys.
I don't believe either one of them. Thomas Davis has a better career.
Okay.
I don't believe either one of them was Hall of Famers.
You got a special teams player and a coach contributor. Special teams is Steven Gostkowski, Patriots, Titans.
I mean, he's got some numbers. The specialists have a hard time getting in. But he's really, really got some numbers. We got Morton Anderson in a few years ago. Devin Hester gets in as their first returner last year. So they're not in no rush to put specialists in there.
It'll be a marathon.
Yes.
Coaches, contributors. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, that's the class right there.
That's it, right?
It's Bill Belichick. Larry Fitzgerald, Drew Brees. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially because he beat Belichick, if they don't slide Eli Manning in there, who didn't make it last year. What a class.
Yeah, it would be a class.
And you get Belichick and Eli in the same time.
Correct. With the whole storyline, and the NFL's about a damn storyline. Because here's your other notable eligible, like they ain't the first time. Eli Manning, Torrey Holt, Lou Kuechly, Stephen Smith Sr., Reggie Wayne, Terrell Suggs, Darren Woodson, and Vinatieri.
Yeah, and those guys, and they're starting to make the classes smaller. So unfortunately for Torrey Holt, like he's the next receiver to go in. Oh, until Larry Fitzgerald gets on the list.
And then you're right, yeah, first ballot. Yeah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy being at the top.
And my man from Carolina, he's also like the assistant general manager down there now. Luke
Kuechly, yeah.
Now, I believe he is a Hall of Famer. I believe he's going to have to – his career was shortened a little bit. But, he reminds me of – dang it, the linebacker that got in last year from San Francisco, from Ole Miss. Come on. How could I forget his name?
Look it up, Drew. Drew will get it. Hall of Fame linebacker. I don't remember. All I can think is San Fran is Fred Warner Jr.
I can't even continue until I get this.
He'll get it.
Because
San Francisco 49er linebacker Hall of Fame.
Patrick Willis.
Okay.
Remember him and Navarro Bowman?
Yeah.
Patrick Willis, man, a mean dude, man. Yeah. Bad dude.
So he reminds you of him.
He played the game, and he was so a smart guy. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, brilliant. Diagnosing the plays, interceptions. But his career was just cut shorter because of injuries. And so was Patrick Bowman. So I do believe those are very, very comparable. I do believe he'll be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he'll get in because they're trying to make the classes smaller now, so now it's even harder to get in.
How many people in the class?
4.
Really? Because they want to just limit the overall amount of people that are in the Hall.
Well, they're not going to make it easier. I'm not going to say they're going to make it harder, but they're not going to make it easier.
Well, if you ain't making it easier, make it harder.
I didn't say that. I said that
you didn't have to say it. I'm a numbers guy. They made it harder. All right. Aaron Rodgers, again, had his 21st season. He was on McAfee, I guess, and he made reference to his first training camp pass being intercepted by linebacker Patrick Queen. Then he saw everybody saying that you lost it, and he basically said, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm just over this. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about it. He doesn't care about anybody doubting his abilities as a 41-year-old entering his 21st season, per comments made on Wednesday's edition of the Pat McAfee Show, which took place in overall, how well do you think he's going to do this year at 41 years old, 21st season?
Yeah, I think he's going to play better than he did last year. Last year, we have to realize, man, you got an old guy coming off an Achilles, playing in the cold. Like, it takes a long time for that injury for young people, let alone an old quarterback. So I believe he's going to play better. I mean, he didn't move well last year, especially early in the season. And then once he started getting nicked, he couldn't move at all. So when you take away Aaron Rodgers' movement, and this is what getting old in sports is, how can I be effective when I'm not the same player? I can't get to the same spots, either on the court, on the baseball, either if I'm a great defender, like I can't get to the balls I used to be able to get to. As a batter, I'm not as consistent. As a pitcher, I can't hit top velocity.
Correct.
I lose accuracy.
I got to get you out.
But how do I master the sport without my best stuff? So that's where he's going to have to be. And Pittsburgh is going to have to be able to help him, and their defenses have to be able to help him. They have to create a style, a persona for how they're going to score and how they're going to attack teams. To me, the Jets never had an identity. And I do believe the mixture between him and Mike Tomlin will be special. Mike is a special coach, and he will get the best out of Aaron Rodgers. But when he's on a show like that, and it'd be no different than me going somewhere and I get to training camp, they throw me the first ball and I drop it. Be like, hey, like, what, man, really?
Yeah.
That's where we are now? Like 3-4-time MVP, like that's where we are now?
Right.
That those guys get paid money in practice. It's in practice. Patrick Queen is a really good player. So what?
Correct.
Like, it's a dumb question. Like it's a dumb question. We don't operate on the same level from a confidence standpoint of other people. That's how you get to where we are and where he is. Like,
Correct.
You don't operate that way. Like,
Correct. I think the best I heard, I worked with a guy, he played in Major League about 14 years, and I said, what was the key? And he was undersized second baseman, good bat. And he said, dude, just believe in you're better than you are. As good as you are, as good as them dudes are, believe in you're even better than you actually are. And I was like, that's a pretty powerful statement. And the more I think about Rodgers and the more I think about how much he is worried about him, the more I realize he's probably going to have a pretty damn good season because he's just half pissed off and more healthy. And it's the only place you can play professional sports at that age and do the things you want. You can't do it as a pitcher, Major League Baseball. You're out on the mound by yourself. No. You can't do it as a hitter. You can't do it as a guard in the NBA.
No.
Even LeBron, I mean, he's just a special human being.
And if they're able to win 10 games, like the Magic, the Pittsburgh fan base, like,
what if they did something
playing
in the playoffs?
In that stadium,
what if they did something in the playoffs?
That's what the NFL was about.
Yeah. Well,
so I'm actually pulling for him.
Well, me too.
To have a great season.
Me too.
Because then I got stuff to talk about.
Absolutely. All right. So James Cook sent out practice. I like his response. They asked him about practice. He said business. They followed up with, will you practice tomorrow? He said business. He just kept repeating business, business, business over and over again. He's waiting for a new contract. What are your thoughts on those comments regarding why he's not practicing?
In certain situations, you're better off being there and having your voice heard and having some type of fake injury that allows you to be there with your teammates, still working on your conditioning, still in a training camp atmosphere mentality. Because you can't get that sitting at home. You can't create that type of heat, working out with your helmet and stuff on, being around your teammates while you're handling your business. You're not compiling all these fines and everything. That never helps the situation.
Right.
Like, go there, come up with an injury, and when they
work
the business,
make them look at you every day too. Walk by them.
Oh, I'm in shape.
I'm here. Look how good I look.
What I call it is check the groceries. What the groceries look like? Does it look like Publix? Does it look like Piggly Wiggly?
Well, they stay at home.
Does it look like Whole Foods?
Yo, if they stay at home, if it looks like Piggly Wiggly, they know when to show up.
I saw my boy Terry McLaurin there because he's an Ohio State kid.
Yeah.
And they're worrying about paying a 30-year-old receiver. I saw him with a cut-off shirt on, and the groceries is looking right.
He's showing up.
Yes.
They you're to walk by me every day.
Yeah.
Look what I'd be looking like in the uniform.
Trey Hendrickson, there at the Bengals. Mike Brown, that's something he might understand. Take a little half shirt, cut it up, man. Make sure they can see. Oh, that's what I'm paying for. Yeah, that's what you're getting ready to get. 15 sacks a year, next 3 or 4 years. That's what
So that makes sense.
Yeah, let them look at the groceries.
Yeah, and let them look at the groceries. If it's from Publix or Whole Foods.
Come on now, you know every once in a while a little peek help.
A little peek does help.
Anything in life.
It don't hurt nothing.
Just a little look-see.
You got to know what you're getting. You got to know what you're getting. No doubt about it. Everybody does
I
that.
see you peeking.
All right, everybody wants to talk about the Browns in their quarterback position. I don't know if Zach Jackson from The Athletic knows anything about this, but he says Flacco is now the strong favorite to start.
Yes.
And Sanders is no higher than third on that depth chart.
Yes.
Would you agree with both those statements?
Right. How could it be anywhere? They only got a handful of practices.
Yeah.
You got to split up the reps. Pickett's hurt. He's got a hamstring. Okay, so he's out of there. Joe Flacco is the only one who understands the playbook of what Stefanski is trying to do. So I told you if one of those guys got hurt, it would be Flacco.
You told me.
But they traded for Kenny. So his hamstring takes him out of, so of course it's going to be Flacco. Now these two, Dylan, Gabriel, and Shaduer, they're splitting up the other reps. He hadn't had enough reps to be able to overtake him, especially live reps. Got a preseason game coming up. I heard Primetime talking about it. Shaduer said, they can't hold me back in the preseason, so the preseason game becomes very, very critical for his overall development and what's going to happen. I still believe that Shaduer will start some games, and I do believe that Dylan Gabriel is going to start some games.
Really?
He's going to get they drafted him before him. Of course he's going to get a chance before Shaduer. You got to. You got to, because you're paying him more money.
Yeah, you are.
And you did it.
Correct. Yeah, correct.
You did this.
I know. Yeah, you got to own it.
Yes.
You got a lot of groceries.
Yeah, so very, 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 very excited about the preseason games and these young quarterbacks who are forced to play. And we're going to be able to tell a lot about them.
Be great to watch.
Yes.
All right, one thing I do not like, I saw they debuted the Hall of Fame game. So now the NFL had announced in April they're going to use Sony's Hawkeye technology as the primary method for measuring the line to gain, rather than relying on a chain measurement, guys up and down. It noted that it took an average of 75 seconds to measure a play with chains compared to an average of just 30 seconds with the virtual measurement system. Should I care about this at all? Should we care about it as fans at all? Does it do anything to change the aesthetics of the game?
Listen, I'm going to tell you because I know this. My conventional conversation would be like, yes, of course. You got to be able to trust the system. But so much money is wagered on the NFL, knuckleheads like you by the millions.
I am a knucklehead, I will admit that.
Always think that it's shady.
I didn't say
it's
it was
dirty
shady.
pool. Let me speak. You asked the question.
Okay.
Then I'm going to allow. They always think, it's fudged. Can I trust? Now, for me, being that the NFL is late to the party, tennis has done this for a couple of years at their major tournaments and everything, and it actually speeds up the pace of play. Now, if I hadn't seen it in tennis, and a huge tennis fan, it was a little uncomfortable when it started, but now once you get used to it, it's kind of like the tracking system that they have in golf. That they can track the ball. I mean, that's the most phenomenal thing. So let's utilize technology to make the telecast better. And if we can speed up the game, that's one thing that's made the NFL so popular. They keep that game around 3 hours and 4 minutes, something like that, not too much longer than that compared to the college game. So if we can do that, I'm all for it.
No, and being a self-admitted knucklehead, I like them dudes walking out
The chain game.
I like the chain game, bro.
It's old school.
It's old.
Like Little League.
I like when you nake one of them out and they're like, the ref's like, yo, drop the chain and run. Like, don't hold on to the chain. You're in the way.
And I guarantee you, on your resume, you've been a chain guy. Hey, can we get some volunteers for the chain game? I guarantee you.
100%.
Knucklehead number one. Hey, bro.
Many times.
And it's closer to the action. And that was probably your first floor seats.
And you know what I heard? Oh, I have no money back then. That's my first floor seats. Yo, when you get done playing in high school, that's the only way you get down on the field after that. But I would tell you what, I would also learn the ref one day. He said, you know that when you are doing this, you can't be talking. I said, what do you mean? He says, you like talking shit and cheering for one team, man. You're part of us. I said, no, I'm not. I'm just dude who holds a chain, bro. He's like, you on the wrong sideline barking, talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like that. We did that last year at FAU. I was like, how's this kid on a different shirt on from a different school on our sideline? Who the fuck did that? Yeah. So, but I did like the chain. I will miss it. But still, the ref's still going to spot the ball anyway.
Yes.
Somebody's spot the ball anyway. So, I mean, it ain't going to be perfect. So I don't think games are rigged either. I don't. I get angry at shit that happens.
Right.
I can't even imagine how it happens, but I don't think any players out there in the NFL.
Right. No one's getting calls.
Correct. No, Patrick Mahomes is not going wink, wink. It's not happening.
No, it's not
happening. Real quick, we'll switch to basketball. Luka Doncic, 3 years, $165 million with the Lakers. What do you think about the future of the Lakers? Luka there, he's looking all ripped, he's excited.
I think Rob Pelinka and them are going about this the right way, and they're now in a real partnership with Luka. It takes a little time to get over the trade. He thought he was going to be in Dallas forever, and he thought he was going to be fat forever. A lot of people discovered, hey, life's a little better when you're a little slimmer, bro.
He's not Piggly Wiggly anymore, bro.
No. He looks amazing, and I think the 3-year commitment allows him to do 2 years, and then in 2028, he can re-up again. I think for approximately, he could be the first player to make over $80 million, so almost $1 million a game.
This season.
Yeah, so they set him up for that. I love the way Pelinka and the way they're doing things. Jenny Buss, she's still the governor over the team. The way they're doing it, they're shorter contracts. He got a 3-year. Most of the other players got 2-year contracts. LeBron got a 1-year contract. Strange thing, though, in the celebration, we did hear LeBron did FaceTime Luka to congratulate him, but the whole team was there, all his teammates, and then after the signing, they went to Vegas to see a show. Everyone except LeBron and Bronny participated.
Really?
Yeah. So
I'm not saying nothing.
It's Luka's team.
It's Luka's team. So
it's Luka's
LeBron's
team.
like, go do your thing.
It's Luka's team.
I'm good. Okay. All right. You excited about being Luka's team as a Laker fan?
Well, I'm a Lakers fan and a LeBron fan, but man, the West is stacked. Like, I'm not excited for that. Like, that's not a championship roster. I don't care where he takes them
for the future
on the private.
the Lakers.
The guys that got on that airplane are not good enough to win an NBA title. Okay, so they went to the Sphere to see a show and everything. I don't care what the Sphere can create. It can't no championship for the Lakers with that team. The way it's put together.
So you're not a believer in the Lakers this year. We got it. How about the future of the Lakers? Depending on what they do.
They are the Lakers, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to get another marquee player. LeBron's going to play another year. They're not going to win. Then they're going to get another player after that.
All right. Did you see the program valuations for the college football teams that they value at plus $1 billion? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it, but I wouldn't be surprised by the list. Go ahead.
Dude. Okay. There's 13 teams that have a valuation of over $1 billion. If they were sold as a business, the football program, it'd be worth $1 billion. 13th, Auburn, which I was surprised by, 1.06. Florida, 1.08. Penn State, 1.2. LSU, 1.23. Tennessee, 1.37. USC, 1.4. Oklahoma, almost 1.5. Alabama, 1.74. Here's your top 5. You want to roll with top 5? You want to give a guess? Not the number, but just the 5th to 1.
5th to 1 is Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, Georgia, and Michigan.
Okay, so you said Michigan, Ohio State, Texas,
and Oregon,
Georgia. And Georgia. You got 4 to 5. Oregon's not on this list anywhere.
Come on.
Oregon's not on this list anywhere.
Well, it's not for sale because of field night.
That wasn't part of the deal. It was part of if it was for sale. We know it's field night. If it was for sale, here's what the valuation would be.
Okay, but go ahead with the list, and I'll.
Michigan's 5th. The one you didn't pick was Notre Dame at 4.
Oh man,
Notre Dame at 4. Ohio State.
But no, I'm not going to pick Notre Dame over Oregon.
I didn't say you have just.
Okay,
just
but go ahead. Go ahead. That's all you have.
Georgia 2, and the only team plus $2 billion is Texas at $2.38 billion. Georgia's at $1.92 billion in number 2 spot. Are these programs ever? Are we going to have people buying into these programs? Am I going to be able to go ahead and say, you know what, I'd like to have some ownership in the Longhorn program. What's $100 million get me? Could I do that in the future?
I think that we've seen 2 or 3 different versions of NIL and revenue sharing. Also, a lot of this list is based on what conference they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That makes sense, though.
It brings so much more value based on being, I'm in the SEC. Well, how do you think Auburn's on there?
SEC.
Like, Auburn, how many times have they been prime time the last 20 years? One time with Cam.
They're not right. Good. They're like the Cowboys of Division I SEC football.
Right. I'm surprised LSU's not on there.
Well, no, I think I read LSU.
Were they?
Hold on a minute. Let me get back to this.
Because Oklahoma on there.
LSU was 10.
Yeah. Oklahoma's on there.
Oklahoma's on there.
Oh, that's based on conference. But the big mistake is Oregon. Oregon is going to be playing for national championships.
Okay.
They got a number of 5-star recruits that have decommitted from other places that they would never be able to get in previous years. They have made a huge dent in recruiting. They were number 1 almost all year. And they're probably going to win a national championship if they don't play Ohio State when they did.
Okay.
Because they don't have an answer for Jeremiah. And that's when Ohio State was on that revenge tour.
Who does?
Texas had a scheme.
They had a better shot.
And they played off of them. They were like, you can have all that stuff in front of you.
That's my answer. You ain't going to get behind me.
Right, and we're going to rally to the ball and get you on the ground. But it's great. Number 1, Texas, opening August 30th at 12 noon at number 3, Ohio State.
How great is that going to be?
So let's see the money.
How great.
See
what 2.3 does.
See the groceries.
Let's see what happens to the valuation after that. 1.9, 2.38. So you think there's a potential at some point in time we'll be having these discussions about people having ownership.
If the presidents of the universities can figure out how they can monetize this, how they can sell their brand to other.
Then it's a wrap.
That's the college football playoff, remember?
Crazy,
we couldn't pay these kids. Oh, no. Now we got revenue sharing.
Talk about haves and have-nots. How many of the 13 are from 2 different conferences? Crazy, dude. All right. We're going to wrap up with comments.
Okay.
All right. Ephraim SB 2277. What Aaron's critics don't realize is the second they resort to personal attacks on his perceived character to criticize him, that kind of delegitimizes any football-related opinion they might have on him.
Yes, of course.
That's a fair statement.
That's normal. Yes, absolutely.
100%.
Good comment.
K1NGC21. Great show, guys. Haven't missed an episode. Do you think the amount of guaranteed money the NBA is giving watered down this era of basketball from college to the pros?
Well, the collective bargaining agreement, that second apron that makes them pay that tax, that's helped. So you're not going to be able to put 3 stars together like LeBron and them did before. That's changed it. And guaranteed money has changed the demands of players. When a player wants traded, he can demand it. And the coaches the more you guarantee the players money in the NBA, the less power the coach has. Guys show up, don't want to play, you don't have to play. His money's guaranteed.
Money.
And if he don't want to play your scheme, your system, you don't have to play. His money's guaranteed. So I can score 25 or 20 at 8-15. You can sit me on the bench. Put me in the broom closet. I still make the same amount of money.
Got it.
So that would always be a problem on any profession. So, yes, the NBA, they do got issues. and will continue.
Silver_79. Gronk is a freak. Real talk, CC. Prime Gronk was kind of like Bo Jackson. Someone of that size shouldn't be able to move the way he did. Good movement, hand speed, blocking, and power. Hard for anyone to argue that he isn't the tight end GOAT.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
Gronk is a bad boy now.
I think he's agreeing with you.
I remember the one time in the red zone, I think against the Colts, he was talking about throwing a guy out the club. He had blocked the guy out the end zone. He's like, I threw him out the club. No, Gronk is, to me, the best overall tight end in the history of tight ends.
Dude, I'm going to tell you something. It has nothing to do with him in the football field, but we used to have in Connecticut, had these reservations, these Indian reservations, big casinos. These big basketball tournaments there all the time. And he come in one day because he would go to the casino. He liked the casino, was there, and, it was in the same, the property. And that dude sat in there with his kids, dude, forever, hanging out with them, talking shit, just big old kid, man.
Yep.
Every dude, there wasn't one kid that wasn't in there. It was a good tournament. Dudes could play, but he was great, man. Great. Yeah. He had to bus with him his trip.
Yeah, talking to Howie Long this weekend at the Hall of Fame celebration, he was talking about Gronk and the energy that Gronk brings to that show.
Imagine.
And he's just like, man, he's a freak show. Like, big man, funny, don't care, loves football. Yeah, really good addition for Fox to their Sunday telecast.
Speaking of that, what's going to happen with Red Zone? At ESPN buy all that?
Yeah, they're going to put McAfee and Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're excited about that?
No, for what? What are
they going to do? I'm asking you. You think it's going to be better or worse? I like to watch the Red Zone.
Man, that original, that guy John who did that. Oh man, the guy wouldn't even take a pee break.
He wouldn't the whole day. He drink like a diet soda.
He was amazing. It was never everything after that is a knockoff, man.
So they don't. It ain't gonna head in the right direction after that.
They don't have the voices for that.
Yeah.
And it's the matter. They're their two high paid guys. So now they get another football property. Guess what? ESPN. Guess what they do? They throw it at you.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be great at everything.
Correct.
They're not going to be good at that.
No. Dude, I love the Red Zone too.
I mean, this has nothing to do with
what's that dude's name from Red Zone? Who handles it? He doesn't.
John Hanson.
He don't go to the bathroom.
I think his name's John Hanson.
He's unbelievable. He is a different level.
Yes.
What would ESPN do at least about McAfee and Stephen A?
Scott Hanson, yes.
Scott Hanson. Okay. Well, not excited about that. Andre Oates, 8405. Don't get mad at Jalen Hurts. He utilizes what he has. He does not have to put the team on all his back. He just execute to play. That's it. Manage what you have.
Right. There's nothing wrong with
that.
It's
a team sport. Great job, CC.
That's exactly why Joe Montana won 3 Super Bowls. Now, he was a great passer, good athlete and stuff, till he started getting injured. People was like, Joe, he's got all-pro tight end, he's got all-pro running back, got 2 all-pro receivers. That's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
That's organizations
Correct.
Add players, and that's what Philadelphia is like San Francisco used to be in the 80s and 90s. They got a collection of talented players that play well together. But guess what else they went to A.J. Brown before his contract. End up paying him under the market. Justin Jefferson making $35 million. Hey, how about 30, 32 million, 33 million? How about, I'll take that. So the other, Smith, the receiver on the other side, they signed him 2 years before his contract. Okay, so there is a way to be able to do this.
They got to figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Not like Jerry when they're screaming trade me and you're paying well above the market.
And then they made wholesale changes after they won the Super Bowl. After they beat Kansas City, they made wholesale changes. Secondary, older players, got rid of them. Darius Big Play Slay, got rid of them. The safety, and then ended up going to the Texans. They're making adjustments because they paid some of their other players before they had to pay the premium.
Good point. All right. M. Williams, 331. There is no female Jordan. Okay.
No.
Dominique, I don't think we said anybody's like Jordan, male or female. Dominique Major, K4K. Stop the Sanders hate. Dude, there's no Sanders hate. First of all, God bless Deion Sanders. God bless what he's going through. God bless that he shares it all. That dude's faith in the way he talks about it, to me, is one of the most amazing things I've seen, honestly,
Oh, yeah.
in the recent past. I love Deion. You're
I
your
told
guy.
you from the beginning, Deion is the real deal.
Real deal. Like, he's a different – there's very few people that I've been around in my life that every single time – we were just talking on the phone a couple weeks ago, and it changes how you feel about you and everybody around you. It's just a different dude. So,
Yeah.
and talking about where Shaduer is or isn't on the depth chart is not hate. That's just – but so I'm not good there. And then, yeah. So do your homework. 4849 is his handle. I like that. Love the show, guys. Thank you, bro. We try to keep doing our homework. Uncle Tony here. Hey, with great – oh, this is like – wait a minute. Tony, Eichlerberger. Uncle Tony here. Hey, with great humbleness, I suggest the interviewer introduce himself at the beginning of y'all's podcast. Blessings. He's right. I did that today. We are on the same page. I didn't read your comment, and I said my name is Shawn Meaike because y'all know he's Cris Carter. So thank you. And by the way, whenever you start with "Hey, it's with great humbleness," everybody listens.
Yeah.
Tony, that's one of the best comments we've ever had, Tony. Thank you. I will do it every single show, bro.
Come on,
keep watching.
yourself,
You'll
man.
see. Huh? I did
Introduce
today.
yourself.
I'm trying to get better every day. Uncle Tony, I'm trying to get better every day, bro. But I appreciate you holding me accountable.
Uncle Tony, I appreciate it. Because normally he's used to coming into a room, throwing his chest out, being like, Daddy's here.
No, I did not. No. Daddy's here. Not completely like that. But thank you, Uncle
But you'll
Tony.
use that one.
But I'll use that
Like
one. 100%. No doubt. Daddy here. You know what I mean? Kiss Mills. Damn, you are Miss CC on Nick's show. ESPN, whatever else show you was on, LOL.
Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it.
Lauren Alf JR 6146, best podcast out there, fellas. CC found a partner that ain't whack. Big up, CC.
Appreciate
and
it.
Shawn, Zanesville, Ohio, here for you.
Okay.
CC, go Bucks. All right.
Zanesville.
Bama Dondon. Go ahead.
Couple pretty girls in Zanesville.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. You want to go on? Is there something you want to say?
just-
Anything else you want to say?
Let me get the channels back on the Ohio State channel. Oh, okay.
You all right?
A lot of girls from Zanesville go to Ohio State.
A lot of groceries. You all right?
Pretty girls from Zanesville.
Okay. There you got it. From Zanesville.
One in
Okay.
particular.
You go as long as you want, bro. It's like
Steph, you know.
it's not going to save you from you. All right. Bama, you okay? You with me still? Man, she must be special. All right. You good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bama Dondon 0495. In my opinion, I think this podcast is underrated. I've never seen a podcast with men of such relevancy taking their time to reply back to comments. I'll work on leaving shorter comments, but it's not every day you get to interact with somebody the status of y'all.
No, it's awesome.
And getting direct feedback, honesty, and transparency about their opinions of certain matters. Thanks for your input on my last comment about the Players Association situation. Couldn't have asked for more. Y'all stay doing what you do and stay safe as always. Hell of a show.
Right.
Very underrated. Thank you, bro.
It's like old school doing a radio show and we taking callers.
100%. And nobody does that shit.
What you need, bro?
That's that's what we're going to do during the season.
Yeah.
We're going to go live
Hot.
during the week. We're going to start with a preseason trial. Then we're going to go live during the week, and you actually going to be able to call in. We get you a number. We're going to get Drew with his electronic bracelet. He can answer the phone. He's going to take the questions. We're going to be good to go. Justin Stiles, CC, and Shawn have done a great job building this up. Thank you. Stephen Smith. I don't think it's Stephen A. Smith, but it's Stephen Smith, 7434. CC and Shawn, congrats on 60 episodes. Keep it going. CC, I'm curious, in your opinion, who has the top 5 receiving core coming into this season?
Wow. Okay. Well, typically, T. Higgins and Chase, they're in Cincinnati, they always are going to have to be considered. Now, Dallas did make a move, and I do like their tight end. So when they get Pickens and you put him next to CeeDee Lamb, that's going to allow you, and they got a nice back coming out of the backfield. So I do look at them as they have the ability to potentially be special. You always got to look at the Rams, Devontae Adams, Puka, Stafford, like McVay. Man, they're going to be able to throw the ball. So they're going to be considered, one of the better groups that we have. To me, Detroit's got a great group. Their tight end is a beast. He is the beast. And what St. Brown and the rest of the receivers and their running back, Gibbs, coming out of the backfield. To me, it's either Detroit or the Vikings. The Vikings got T.J. Hawkinson, tight end. Watch out for Jordan Addison, number 3 with the Vikings. Number 1 draft pick from last season, from 2 seasons ago. J.J. McCarthy taking over, second year quarterback from Michigan. I met with him last week when I was up there in Minnesota. Told him, I'm just going to show you my love for the purple, that I'm getting ready to cheer for a Michigan quarterback.
That's big for you.
I said, I can't.
That's big.
I can't sum it up any more than that. So good to see him start training camp, met his parents up there. He really comes from good people and been in good program, good high school program, good program there at Michigan. So we believe Kevin O'Connell will get the best. That combination, Justin Jefferson, him and Chase, number 1 and 2 as far as best in the league. And then the other thing is Philadelphia. What they can provide, Barkley out of the backfield, Slim Reaper on the outside, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, tight end, monster.
Yeah.
So those teams, Detroit, Philadelphia, and Minnesota are the the top 3.
All right. Good to know.
Ooh, that was off the top of the brain.
Good work, bro.
I need a
you
nap
Zanesville
after
on
that
the brain
one.
still.
Yeah.
You're still something. You're gonna be on top of your game the rest of the day. Terry Julian live. He's talking about the Hard Knocks. This is amazing. What a series. Keep going. I remember when Deion was doing this at JSU the first year and nobody watched. Now look at JSU and look at Deion. Keep growing. FAU will be on the map in no time.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then, was that the last episode last week, Drew? It
Yes.
was. Keith Childers, 762, you are right.
Yep.
It's the last episode, but we are going to do more. I promise you, we're going to do something else. And when we get that launched, you'll know because we'll just drop it.
Yes.
I got to end with this because I just saw this. I didn't have this before. Dude, what happened with Christian Wilkins and the Raiders, and why they really released him because he gets a dude in the forehead, and what happened?
This is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to sum it up just like this.
Okay.
The dude has been a little weird.
Okay.
And there's video evidence of him playing football a little weird.
Okay, a little weird in what way?
Guy laying on the pile, the ball carrier's down this way, the ball's up this way. He does a little hand action down between the thighs on the backside.
It's a little weird.
Okay.
Weird's a good adjective for that. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. And anytime you're potentially, especially making contact with a teammate, there's some type of designation. But I don't ever remember in all my years kissing any of my teammates on their head or even definitely not playing with teammates' feet. Those are the reports. And you're in a workplace. So if you approach another man or a woman and you make them feel uncomfortable in any type of way.
Who was it,
I think that's the part that we have to leave out because it's just like, a sexual assault. You don't want the victim to be re-victimized.
And this guy went to the HR, was like,
went
yo.
Yes, went
like,
to HR.
My man kissed me.
I got a real problem.
I didn't want him to kiss me.
And I don't feel comfortable at work.
Yeah.
So then he didn't attack the rehab necessarily the way that they wanted this offseason. So they paying him a lot of money. Strange thing about it, nobody picked him up.
That's what I'm saying. Is somebody going to pick him up?
Or that lets you know that the fire is high.
It's not just smoke.
Because we take some dudes in the league now. We got some weird, we got some mean, we got a little bit of everything. But that right there speaks to who he is. He needs to be able to clean that part up because that is out there. And he's going into another locker room that would be just like the locker room.
So he's not going to be playing in the league this year.
I would be shocked if he's not playing on a roster first season.
You'd be shocked if he wasn't.
He's too good of a player.
Correct.
Too good of a player. Yeah.
Well,
maybe we'll put some boxing gloves on him, no?
And something to cover it, like his helmet.
He can't play D-tackle in a straight jacket.
And he can't be kissing nobody.
But just like, remember this, like, second, third grade. Hey, guys, keep your hands to yourself.
Correct. 100%. Stop touching stuff. Just knock it off.
Just keep your hands to yourself.
Stop with the weird stuff.
Weird, yeah.
Zanesville good, weird bad in the pile. So he's Cris Carter. I'm Shawn Meaike. We love you all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Same place. Thanks.